Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a PvZ featuring Dongregu and Neeb from DreamHack Valencia. You know it's Valencia because it's a weird map, non-ladder map. We're here on Data C. Bottom left, we have Neeb, the American Protoss, and the Korean Zerg player is Dongregu, who is back from military service. He's trying to get back up to the level he was before he left, but man, was DRG super terrifying before he went to military. Hopefully he can get back there soon. So I kind of feel like Dongregu is favored in this matchup. Neeb is not quite committed to StarCraft 2 these days, but I figured we would see how he stacks up against a Korean Zerg player. At his peak, he could. And he still can. He is still capable of it, right? Right. So, Gateway walling off on the low ground here against a Zerg player. Walling off on the low ground versus a Protoss player or a Terran player, not a good idea. But it's a good idea versus Zerg, because early Zerg units do not have range. Just melee attack. Well, Queens. But Queen walk-in, this is a very large map. Anyway, 16, 18, 17 timing here for Dongregu. Neeb. Spandin. Cybernetics Corin. I think that's a verb. I made it. You can verb anything. I'm a communications major. That's what I did in college, was majored in communications. And then I work in the tech industry, not doing communications at all. But I guess I got a YouTube channel, which is communications oriented, so hey, I'm using my degree to some extent anyway. I don't know, how many Americans in the world are using their degree in their day-to-day job? What do you think? 40%? 30%? Maybe more? What do you think? What do you think? Put in the comments. Put in the comments what you think it is. How many Americans are using their college degree in their day-to-day job right now? And tell me if you're using it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you didn't go to college. Maybe you got training doing something else. Maybe you're a plumber or like an electrician or something cool like that. Maybe you're a musician, right? Maybe you didn't go to college. You're just self-taught and you're very successful. Sure, that happens all the time too. But if you do every day for work what you are trained in, let me know in the comments and we'll do a tally here. We'll try to figure it out. Also, hit the like button while you're down there. That's always nice. Creep spreading. I do this too. Cyril taught me this. First queen that pops out of the natural, don't inject with her. Creep spread. More important. More important than the inject on that second base. Does it slow down your larva production a little bit? Yes. Is it worth? Yep. Cyril does it. Dongregu does it. You can do it too. Oracle opening from Neeb. Oracle name is Zuko's Honor, which I think Zuko was originally supposed to be an Oracle name, and I read it off as a Reaper name in a cast last week, so Zuko's Honor, turns out it was hiding in space all along. So this is Zuko's Honor from Avatar: The Last Airbender. One of the greatest shows of all time. Super great, funny, heartfelt, just really great characters. What else do you want from TV, honestly? I watched it as an adult because it was coming out when I was an adult. I was fully adulting back in the mid-2000s. No Spore? What the heck? I mean, there's a bunch of queens out, but that's 4 drones down. Why would you not have... Dongregu does not believe in spores, I guess. Like, who makes oracles anymore? This is supposed to be a void ray. Void rays can't do that. And it's like, well, yeah, I guess. Do we have any more oracles? Yes, there's 2 oracles. One of them sharking around down here. The other one sharking to... Oh, they're together. Of course they are. Of course they're together. Together forever. And once again, if there was a spore here, the oracles maybe wouldn't have even tried. 2 queens and a spore. Oh, now he's making a spore. Here at the natural base, 1 spore. He's like, that's all I need is 1 spore. Have I lost 11 drones in the first 4 minutes? Yeah. Is that bad? Absolutely. Do I feel desperate and I need to do something with these lings? Yep. Is that going to happen? No. It's not. There's too many Protoss units out for that. Neeb is not skipping corners or cutting corners. He's here. He's got 2 stalkers and 2 adepts at the 3rd base, and not just like 1 adept, which honestly might be enough depending on where it's placed. Actually, is there a spot between There's not a spot between the pylon and the Nexus, so alright, well. Shield battery coming in, though. That makes a big deal. Just wasn't ready yet. If, like, 30 Zerglings showed up here, this would be dead. But who's going to make 30 Zerglings, especially after you've lost 12 drones? Did he lose another one? Let Oracle sneak back in. Oh, he replaced the one that died. Yeah, 8-kill Oracle. Holy smokes. This is, dude, Neeb. Neeb. I like what we're doing here, Neeb. Queens can't fight against Stalkers that well, or Adepts, really. But the Lings are here, and that's problematic, but then they abandon ship, and the Queens are transfusing, except not enough to save that Queen. But more show up, and the Lings are here, and Neeb decides it's time to pull back a little bit. He's working on more Stalkers, he's getting a Twilight Council, his third base is getting saturated quite nicely, thanks. Fourth base from Dongregu is up. The creep spread out here makes it a little bit dicey to move on to, but getting an Overlord is nice. Nice. There we go. Overlord down. Huge. Oh, and he reveals to kill the tumors. He might. I don't think he can kill the hatch. But if he can make the queens back off, drain them of their energy, that might work out nicely. Adept shading to the main base. Kill a couple drones, get surrounded by Lings in the process, and die. Stalkers backing out. Very, very, very injured Stalkers here. 8 HP and 17 HP on those two at the back there. They were at the front, but they're retreating, so now they're at the back. So 3 drones die. This base is injured, which means it's easily snipeable with like a couple Immortals or maybe some Stalkers showing up again, maybe. Right? Remember that 30 Ling thing I said earlier? The 30 Ling thing is real, but then there's 2 Oracles. There's 3 Oracles out. This is something Hero has started to popularize in this matchup. Is you get 3, 4, 5 Oracles out. No, you're not going mass Oracle, but they're so good at dealing with Zerglings and Banelings and stuff. Yeah, and look, as soon as Oracles show up, the Lings stand in here and actually all get murdered. Never mind, Oracles are out of energy. Oh no, Dongregu knew that. They did what they could, they killed what they could. 48 Lings have died, 7 Stalkers have died, which is pretty fantastic if you're a Zerg player. So Dongregu, what's he got? 62 workers? He's doing all right economically. Neeb's kind of been ahead for the last little bit. I mean, Dongregu made a ton of Lings, which also sacks his economy. He's not fully saturated either his third or his fourth base yet, which is not ideal for any Zerg players that might be out there. So, sneaking back down around. You know there's a wall of gateways there, right? He does, so he's pulling back. You can't really Baneling bust a 3 warp gate wall, man. Look at him throwing up another pylon. Once again, this Stalker army, Dongregu has shown that really all he wants to make today are Lings and Queens. Stalkers are not exactly the answer to that. Some charge lots would be incredible, but we don't have any upgrades for that at all. Neeb's got Warp Gate, and he's working on Blink. Blink's done, and now he's starting charge once Blink is done, so that's the priority here. He's going for that Blink upgrade, which, sure, Blink Stalker's pretty darn good. 4-base Blink Stalker. Pretty good too. There we go. Blink's back. Blink's back. Okay, maybe use your blinks a little bit early there. That's okay. That's okay. Backing out. More Lings have died. 85 of them have gone down. Creep spread pushing out. Dongregu taking a base kind of naked down this right side. A little bit vulnerable, but I don't think Neeb knows that it's there. Roach. Zergling. More and more roaches. +2 melee attack coming in from Dongregu. I assume some of these are going to be Ravagers. Just pure Roach isn't exactly what you want to attack a base. Roach, they're just attack range is not quite enough for what you want. Dude, if charge was done? Charge is almost done. Charge is not so done that it's showing up over here, but it's almost done. Oracle's cruising around at the speed of sound up north here, and they're like, Revelation toss. That's all we got to do. The Zealots have charge, so they're going to wrap around the right side, try to attack into this base, but look who's ready for that. The Roaches aren't. Oh, the Roaches, do they have to come back? Lings don't want to fight this. These are +1 charge lots, man. Actually, hold on. A couple Roaches here, and just enough Zerglings to handle that. But guess where most of the army from Neeb is? Over here. Charge lots bouncing around the back behind these Stalkers is not good. You want them on top of the Queens. There we go. On top of the Queens, hammering away. But then Lings come around the backside here. And all right. Got to back it out here, Neeb does. Not happening. All of his zealots get cleaned up. Ling Roach surprisingly good against charge lots. I'm going to try to focus down this hatch. Kill the queen. You won't be able to get the hatch. Get the guaranteed damage. Kill some drones. Kill the queen. There we go. Well, some of them. Wait, I lied. He was able to get the hatch. Don't listen to me. I'm dumb. Neeb, you're way better at this game than I am. Even if you weren't as committed to it as you used to be. I understand. So, all right, sure. Base down. Dongrigu is replacing that. Neeb's expanded again in the meantime, though. He is a 5 basing Protoss versus a kind of a 5 base. No, it's not really. Dongrigu's 5th base is gone. He's retossing it down, though. Hive on the way from Dongrigu. It's just Ling Roach, man. What's he saving all of his gas for? I guess we'll find out with the Hive tech. Maybe he's going to go for some Lurker play. Lurker's kind of amazing against Stalkers, it turns out. If you're trying to deal with Lurks as a Protoss, you want Disruptors for sure. Immortals for sure. Stalkers are not really your first and best bet here. God, Archon took a massive Roach Blast. It's down to only 120 HP there. Not good. Not good. +3 attack on the way from Neeb, both for armor and for attack. Dongrigu working on +2 carapace, +1 missile. I think we're waiting for the Hive. I think for now it's just Ling Roach. Thanks for asking, dude. A couple Immortals here would absolutely crush this Roach count. But as it stands, Roaches are pretty good against Stalkers and Immortals. I say that, but then the Oracles come in and cause some problems too. Let's see Immortals, Archons. Good against Archons, there we go, and against Stalkers. Bad against Immortals. I think I said good against Immortals there, sorry. 3 brain cells in this head of mine sometimes. Sometimes I have more. Most of the time it's only 3. There we go. Remember when I was like, you can't Baneling bust down a gateway wall? Dongrigu says, shut up, Falcon. I absolutely can. Storm? Nope, not enough time for Storm. Oh, this base is in a lot of trouble. That Archon's going to die. That Stalker is dead. You don't really want to waste a shield battery overcharge here. So, yeah. Baneling's connecting here, too. Not good. Ooh, it's 200 to 112 total supply. Neeb, friend of the podcast. No, speaking of the podcast, the Falcon Paladin Hour is every week. You can find it out on YouTube just by searching Falcon Paladin Hour. Yeah, Zealots responding to this? It's too many Lings. It's too many Roaches. They're doing great. They're really holding their own here. And Zealots got 5 kills, but just barely too much Zerg. 46 Lings in production. Adrenal glands on the way. And Neeb, he needs Disruptors or Colossus or something. High Templar with Storm would be sick, but he's trying to do this thing with Blinkstalkers and Archons. No, this is not going to work. Blinkstalkers, Archons, and Zealots. Like, I can tell you, as a Zerg player, I see this kind of an army, and I'm like, cool, I don't have to worry about Storm or Colossus or Disruptors. Pfft, bring it on. I'm going to make Lings and Banes and Roaches and Ravagers and Hydras and just crush. Just crush. I don't think there's a path forward here for Neeb at all. What's he doing? Man, maybe this... Like, I get that Neeb's out of elite levels here, but boy, howdy. Just not getting any splash damage at all is utterly confounding. Look, Protoss players, I'm really trying to find a game for you where Protoss looks good. I am, but as you know, the state of Protoss currently in 2022 is not great. It's problematic. So, like, this game isn't over. Neeb's at 150 supply. Yeah. He's replacing the 6 o'clock base. The left side base is happy and everything. He would be okay if he would tech into splash damage. I really wish I could tell you what he's thinking right now, because what he's thinking is, I can win this with a couple Archons as my splash, which is utterly false. You cannot win this with a couple Archons as your splash, good sir. Charge lots are great, but not against Roaches and Banelings, and especially not against Adrenalings. That's why charge lot all-ins come before the Adrenal Glands upgrade is even ready to be thought about. Banelings into the 4th, or the 3rd, or whatever this is. They almost take down a shield battery. That's good. I keep looking at this production tab, hoping I'll glance up, and there's going to be Storm on the way. Maybe this is mind games. Maybe this is Neeb being like, look, you're expecting a ton of splash damage. You're not going to get it, though. But see, the problem is, Dongregu has perfectly adapted to this. He's got what he needs. He's got banelings. He's got roaches. He's got lings. If he was preparing for splash damage, he'd have different units. He'd have some Vipers out, maybe for some Abduct. Maybe there'd be fewer banelings here, fewer lings, more Ravagers for ranged attacks. But he's just not worried about any of that stuff. What is this comp, Neeb? Friend, fellow American. It's top left base of Neeb. No, say the +3 Adrenalings. You're not. And the army kind of shows up, and Dongragu's like, it's cool, I'm out. Okay, a little Oracle attack bottom right. Kills 4 drones. Look, he's killed 21 workers today. 24 probes have died, though. This base gets canceled again. Banelings on a secret mission in uncharted space. By that I mean, they just want to go home. It's cool. Because the army of Neeb is here. All right, Neeb, you're maxed out. Let's go. I've been talking smack to you this entire game. If you can win this battle, Banelings crash out onto Archons. Okay, that's the one thing Archons are good for, is absorbing Baneling hits, which actually that was kind of amazing. What just happened there? Is Neeb gonna win because Dongragu is smashing Banelings onto Archons? This is so weird. What a weird game this is between these two players. Army value, 108 to 105. It's even, which isn't great for the Zerg. They kind of want more army stuff. No. Okay. I thought Neeb would keep pressing his advantage here. I feel like... now it's more Ravagers. Now he's like, all right, I need some Corrosive Biles in this mess, apparently. Army value for Neeb is bigger. Lings wrapping around the backside. That's what I'm thinking. Just more Lings. Fewer Banelings. There aren't hardly any Zealots here at all. The Lings, as I said before, have Adrenal. So they don't have to worry about Zealots as much as they have for the entire game. Once Adrenal comes up, the Lings are like, we got this. We will eat your Zealots for breakfast. I mean, none of those Zealots died, but they had some support. Top left base of Neeb's in trouble. I just think if you're Neeb, you just push in the main. Honest, this is such a bad angle for him, though. He's kind of stuck. He's just eating Corrosive Biles. Yeah, coming up into this choky area is a terrible idea, but killing this base is good. Okay. So kill this base. And then sneak, maybe kill his bottom right base as long as you're in the neighborhood. There's 2 spines there. This base is dead, as we know. This base is dead, as we know. Neeb's income is poop right now. Dongragu is looking good, baby. He's got all of 50 drones to his name, which doesn't sound like a lot, because it isn't. Oh, never mind. He's got 46, because more drones are dying. All these drones are also dead. What is this game? This is crazy. I'm enjoying it immensely, though. If Neeb wins this with his stupid, dumb strategy, I'm just going to be absolutely impressed. Yeah, all right. Drone's dead. Attacking to this base didn't go well. The Oracles are saving the day here. The income just went into Neeb's favor all of a sudden. He's got 1 base. But also, Dongragu has 1 base. So, it's 168 to 148 total supply. Army value is 118 to 114. It's Queens, Lings, Roaches, and Ravagers. The Banelings, once again, exploding on Archons like they don't care. This is so stupid. I love it. I just don't know. If this comes down to, hey, we're a handful of Queens versus this mighty Protoss army, trying to blink Stalker's way to victory. The Corrosive Biles are good. The Transfuses up north are good. Neeb only has Stalkers remaining. Yeah, they've got 3/3 upgrades. And yes, he's got Blink. And yeah, he's making some good trades here. But Neeb's down to 8 workers. And guess who can, well, I don't know. Dongragu can't make a lot of Lings. Neeb, trying to re-expand 6 o'clock. Completely, utterly naked expand. Dongragu, double expanding. Top side, 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock positions. This is nuts. This is absolutely one of the weirdest, most unorthodox StarCraft 2 games I've cast in a long time. Dongragu's like, who needs hive units? Who needs spellcasters? I'm making Ravagers and Lings and Banelings and Queens and stuff. I'm not going to have any Vipers, no Infestors, no Broodlords. Okay, these Queens are kind of alone and getting picked off here. Look at this. He's target firing Queens. He gets one and blinks out. That was a sick blink for sure. Why are you making more banelings? Stop it. Like, banelings are not bad against stalkers. The lings are, there you go. Just nothing but zerglings, I think, would probably be able to handle this. It's like 2 Archons, man. Yeah, the Archons are dying. Oh, the Oracle hit squad is still alive, baby. Oh, come over here. He doesn't know about this? He doesn't know that's been replaced. That's such a problem. He knows now. Oh, but do they have energy for activation pods? Nope. No energy for activation. Run! Get out of there. Dude, stalkers are kind of winning against this roach. Okay, who is blink stalkering at 20 minutes? It doesn't matter. Dongregu's your winner. Neeb taps out. What happened to this base? We can find out easily. I'm assuming 3 zerglings came down here and completely shut it down. Boy, a while ago even. Yeah, so this is where I saw it. Oh, he canceled it. Oh. He canceled it. Dumb game. But by golly, Dongregu came out on top because that's just the kind of guy that he is. Holy smokes. I mean, what an absolutely crazy, very weird ZVP game. All right, Neeb. You need to tell me why I didn't make any disruptors. Well, you made High Templars, but you didn't get Storm. So I didn't make High Templars. You didn't make Colossus. You didn't make any carriers or Void Rays. Or it is Stalker, Archon, Zealot today with Oracles. What a weird comp. It's like, it's kind of a PvP comp. But even they make disruptors. What's going on here? Neeb's just that out of the meta. He's like, I'm going to do this, and it's going to work. And then it didn't work. Because Dongregu's involved. He knows what the meta is. And, does knowing what the meta is help if your opponent is doing something strange like this? Maybe. Suppose it does. But yeah, 66 drones died, 85 probes went down, 4 hatcheries were killed before Nexuses died too. Like, there was a moment there where I thought Neeb could get it done. I was waiting for him to kind of push. The problem is this is a ramp, and that sucks to attack up. I mean, he got stuck down here, too, didn't he? Trying to attack up this thing. Maybe that was down here. No, I think that's it. Yeah, like, getting up this ramp with your Stalker, Zealot, Archon armies, clunky and chunky. And then getting up here would be a pain too. I don't know, but I would have gone for it because, like, you're not getting any more economy than you're having. Instead, he kind of pulled back. He reconsolidated. He kind of allowed Dongregu to catch his breath, and I think that was the mistake. So, well, I mean, how weird this game was. Neeb, 43,000 resources lost. Dongregu, 42. So Neeb with more resources lost than his Zerg opponent. That's how you know this game was weird. And sure, he lost, but still, it's so close. All right, good. Heavens to Betsy, good. That is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.